Some TV, the pulse of the nation. Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of the people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
Good evening and welcome to today's politics on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. I am Abraham Minor Judah, and tonight we'll bring you an engaging conversation that goes to the very heart of governance, that is the grassroots. As Taraba State marks new strides under the leadership of Governor Agu Kefas, we shine the spotlight on how development is being taken from the city directly to the people. Our focus this evening is on a ministry which is very, very important to a state like Taraba, that is the Ministry of Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation, led by dynamic and youthful grassroots politician, Honorable Abu James. It represents not only the trust of its constituents, but also the government's commitment to empowering young leaders and ensuring that government is felt at the doorstep, very doorstep of the common man. So stay with us as we explore the vision, the impact, and the future of grassroots revolution in Taraba State. And with me in the studio today is no other person than a young, dynamic, grassroots politician who also is the commissioner, the Ministry of Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation. Please welcome the dynamic grassroots politician, Honorable Abu James Phillips. Good evening, Honorable.
Good evening.
You are welcome to today's politics. It's been a while. You've been here before, and the last time you came here, it set your internet agog with the way you spoke about grassroots politics and also issues at that period. Now you are back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know it's not been easy. All through the day, you've been doing one thing or the other, and for you to just have time to come and stay, which shows that the passion you have for this government. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me also, just to set the background for this, I would like us to look at something on on that we set the background for today's discussion. So we are going to turn our focus on grassroots, which is the foundation of governance under the leadership of Governor Abu Kefas. Taraba State has embraced a new philosophy of service anchored on 5 fingers mantra. That is education, health, security, infrastructure, and economic development. At the center of these revolutions are leaders who embodies our loyalty, capacity, and connection to the people. And one of such is our guest tonight. That is Honorable Abu James Phillips, who happens to be at the core of a ministry that if all these are done and poverty is not alleviated, then there's nothing really that has been done. So he's at the core of these 5 finger mantra of the governor. So join us as we exploit it. Now, let me just go to this question straight away. You know, you are somebody that came into this game. You've been in this game for years at the grassroots level. And as we have it, the heavens will smile on you through Governor Abu Kefas, who believes in the youth. And he looked at you and he found you capable of being a commissioner, not only a commissioner, but of poverty alleviation. So, Honorable Commissioner, you were described as a surprise choice when Governor Abu Kefas appointed you. How did that moment feel, and what does it say about the governor's style of leadership and inclusiveness of youth?
Actually, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on your podcast. And I also want to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, for making it possible for even the sons of nobody to be somebody. I can boldly say that my choice of to be a commissioner in this administration can only be described like maybe you say Jesus Christ walk on water. You know, it is something it's difficult to believe because from the top, I don't have anybody there. Even from the grassroots, I can only boast of the grassroots within. But it's not all about the grassroots. You must have somebody that will take you up there. And so this after politics, after the election, we rally around the member Belewan who won her election with a clear margin. She won her election with strong hand, and a lot of things played. A lot of things went on. I even suggested a lot of people to be commissioner. Maybe I can be their driver or something of that nature. And it cannot even come to mind that I'll be a commissioner. So I always see His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas as a visionary leader who sees beyond the physical. And I think that is how he noticed me from that background. And I really thank God for that.
Wow. It's a good story because a lot of people now will look at it that if Honorable Abu Phillips from Bali can get there, then anybody, just believe in yourself and do the right thing, you will get there. And I think it's an inspiring story that in years to come, people will still talk about how one of us from the grassroots became a commissioner in a twinkle of an eye, simply because the governor believed in youth inclusiveness and he believed in the capacity of people who are the grassroots. Now, many see you as one of the youngest commissioners, yet you are deeply rooted in the grassroots. Let me ask a question. What is the secret of being a grassroots politician? Because it is very, very important. Without the grassroots, all these things we are doing in Jalingo, how many votes do you pick from Jalingo? The votes is really in the grassroots. What does it take to be a good grassroots mobilizer that you've always been?
Thank you once again. The issue of grassroots politicking, you cannot just wake up overnight and be a grassroots politician. To be a grassroots politician, some of us were born into it. At our early age, we were involved with PDP. We took PDP as a religion to us. We take it as a government party. So we so much believe in PDP, and whoever candidate emerged as a PDP candidate, we were always around. And so we work for PDP day and night, regardless of the party. But once you are a government candidate, we work for you. And so we have been doing that for a very long time. As early as 2007, we were involved in the grassroots politics, from INEC, ad hoc staff, to community mobilization, and so many other activities. So that gives us a clear cut on what politicking within the grassroots is. And we began to notice that the people we work for, they always won. And so we now take it as a pattern. And so what we did last elections produced results, and we keep on doing it. And it reached a stage that politicians began to subscribe to us. And we formed community groups who we work on PDP candidates, government candidates, people that won from the ruling party. We always work for them. So we intermingle with the people from the grassroots, from both the women, youth, and traditional leaders. We pay homage, we visit mosques, we visit community, we visit churches. We advocate for whoever candidate the government produce. So being a grassroots politician is not just, you can't just wake up one day and be a grassroots politician. You try to do that, you cannot, it will not be blending, because the people there don't know you. And so it will be like you are just coming to cajole and then lie to them. And then where you go with millions, we can go there with no kobo and they will still believe us, because we have done it severally, and we have produced results. So people believe in what we tell them, because it always yields results.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's yielding result. It has always yielded result, because I know the part of Taraba that you are from, PDP is always winning there, no matter who they bring forth. The job that you guys have done have shown that, yes, you are capable. Now, talking about, there are a lot of things about loyalty, which many of us don't understand in politics now. And the reason why I brought up this issue of loyalty, the last time you were here, some people maliciously questioned your loyalty to the structure in Bali local government. And I was shocked when you reached out and said you wanted to show that you have always been a party man and a loyal person. And you put aside your commissionership, and you said your leaders that you are still under the leadership of people in your local government. It shocked a lot of people, because as a commissioner, some will say you are the highest ranking officer from Bali and you should consider, but you said no, loyalty is key. And I think that helped to resolve those malicious statements made about you then. And since then, you've been moving from one pedestal to another. So I would like to say, you've been very open about your loyalty to Governor Abu Kefas. In what ways as his leadership philosophy? Because if you are loyal to someone and it's not loyal to you, definitely you will have stepped back. So what are those things that the governor does that makes your loyalty to be this strong?
Thank you, Mr. Ayu. I earlier told you that His Excellency is someone I see as a father. I see him as a spiritual leader, because from where I was coming from where I came from, it's too crowded for him to, among thousands, and plenty of even my tribal people and my core youth, other who are influential, and then for him to single out and appoint me as a commissioner. So when you're talking about royalty, is just an understatement. To me, His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas he's more than loyalty. He's just a spiritual leader, because he's someone that sees you from afar, even see the inside of you. There's no way you can lie to His Excellency. There's no way you can even pretend. And before you think, he think ahead of you. And so when you know where you're coming from, you should be able to know where you want to go. And where we want to go, it lies on the shoulder of the governor. He is the visionary carrier, and we are to follow him 100%. When you see his five-finger agenda, it's something that is very inclusive. And when he's working on one, it affects the other ones too.
Yes, yes.
And this is what I want Tarabans to understand, that you cannot just say this ministry is not working. No. When you see that, when you see if His Excellency is working on agriculture or he's working on security, you understand that if there is stability in Taraba State today, the poor people can go to farm.
Definitely.
And then if they can go to farm, that means they will make money out of it. And if His Excellency is talking about education, which is one of the finger, slashing down school fees and then removing school fees completely from primary to secondary school, and you now understand that parents will be stable. The little they farm from their farm will be used to improve their livelihood. So you see, poverty has been dealt with in one way or the other. So the five-finger agenda are interconnected. And so the governor now, as you can see, when we came in, he was able to stabilize Taraba State. I'm coming from Bale local government. I know how it used to be.
It used to be a quota of kidnapping.
Yeah, a lot of kidnapping activities. Like every week, they would kidnap like 3, 4, 5 times. Farming was impossible. And now you can move to farm without cutlass. You can't move within Jalingo without any fear of any attack. So you see, he has achieved a lot. So people within the community, within the society can access their farms, and people within Jalingo can do their businesses. And so you see the issue of poverty now, in one way or the other, has been dealt with. I can assure you, when we came in 2002, the Taraba State Poverty Index was around 67 to 75. Multidimensional poverty index. So if you check it now, you will see that there's a shift. And Google will tell you that with the policy the government has injected into the system, you know, there's a shift from the poverty. That is why I told them sometime that by the year 2031, poverty will not have poverty in Taraba State, because agricultural activities are going on, marketing is going on. You can see what the Minister of Commerce is doing with the introduction of Taraba SAC now.
Yes,
a lot of youth, a lot of citizens will be engaged in commerce activities, and that will end something to them. So the five-finger agenda with His Excellency and the state is placed on that agenda and is yielding a lot of results. I mentioned just few. Security, education, health, agriculture. That has directly affected even my ministry. People are no longer crying as before.
Yes, someone that can go to farm and get 100 bags. He won't come and ask you for 5,000, 2,000, 1,000.
He cannot.
Definitely. And just like you said, it just occurred to me, if you can take away the issue of insecurity from society, then everybody's on a level playing ground. I can go to farm, I can come to the office, I'm not afraid. Sometimes when I was not in Jalingo, I used to hear stories of how people were being robbed. But when I came, I found out that every corner, you see the military there, you see the police there. So I can close at office at night, go home without fear of favor. The same thing, you can travel around. So it helps to reduce the level of poverty, and also the issue of education. Those of us that have children in higher institution, we know how much it will have cost us if there was no free education. But with the slashing of the fees, at least that amount, you will put it into something.
Of course.
You can put it into something. And you will notice a lot of people are coming from the villages to come and school in Taraba State University. And even so, the government is really working on poverty alleviation with this with security and also education. Now, let's go to something that recently you visited your constituency, and we saw the support you got. You received such as a vote. You received it's more or less like a vote of confidence. Now, what messages did you take to the community that made them to receive you that much?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. It was a wonderful experience. You know, Tarabans, they are all ears. They see, they listen, and they see what His Excellency is transforming here in Taraba State. I took them, I told them something, and they believed with me that in this Taraba, Maganan Kefas nan Shizamwi. Do you know why? Someone asked me, many Maganan Kefas. What is Maganan Kefas? I told him that Maganan Kefas is based on the 5-finger agenda. That Kefas, His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba, say that Taraba State will be free of insecurity, and which we saw it was true. And then the Governor say that Taraba State parents will no longer suffer to pay school fees, and we saw it was true. And the same Governor say that let agriculture be revisited, and a lot of farm implements, fertilizer, tractors were shared. And the same His Excellency said that our students in the university should not pay full school fee, they should pay half. And it was true. So I told them that Magana Kefas Namfa, Shizamui, because it is a reality. And it's something you can fact check it. It's true. And so when a governor is giving you his word and he's fulfilling it, and then you as the leader from where you're coming from, and if you can relate those information to your community and they see the fact of what you're saying, they will follow you, regardless of money. You know, you cannot carry money to go to community and lie to them. They will not accept it. And so when they see that what you say is really true, they will just key into it. Because there's no any community in Taraba State within these 2 years that will beat his chest and say he did not feel the importance of of Governor Kefas. If really you are a parent in Taraba State, if really you are a worker in Taraba State, unless you are selfish, and even if you are selfish, your conscience will judge you. Because the governor has done within the 2 years the expectation of so many people in so many years that could not achieved within the short period. We saw how he silenced the insurgency through the help of the military, the police, the civil defense, the DSS. That collaboration within the military community has helped Taraba State to be stable. That means the governor has a good understanding with all these security chiefs.
Yes, definitely.
So that one is another point. And when you come to the issue of education, as you earlier said, for you to get your master in Taraba State University, it doesn't take you anything. All you need is your commitment and your dedication. The finance there is very normal. And then if you are an undergraduate, your school fees is less than 100,000. So there's no way you can tell me that you will not finish your university. Because before now, a bag of Benefit was sold as of 2023. A bag of Benefit was sold at a sum of 150, 170. So if a farmer can get just a bag, he can solve a school fees for a whole
for the
term. So you see, these were the only parameter we use in the community where people believe in us and people believe in the administration of His Excellency. And we're still telling them the good is yet, more is coming their way. Because it's just starting. You know, he said, and they are even on the process of building smart school around the 16 local governments. As I'm talking now, about plenty of those schools has reached certain stage. And that will also help caution this issue of dilapidated schools around the state. And the governor is having a lot of activities moving from here and there to make sure that Taraba State is placed on the world map. So what happened on the Tarabes? A lot of people came in. See what happened. that investors now are finding it easy to come to Taraba State because at least the state is stable. So these are some of the things that when we tell the people in the grassroots, they listen and they believe us, except unless otherwise. We have other sabotagers, people who sat on the fence, who believe that nothing good will come out of Taraba State, and who thought by now His Excellency would fail. And to their surprise, is gaining more acceptance from the grassroots. It's not people that stay here. Go down to the grassroots. People still believe in us. Evidence are there. So the policy His Excellency adopted, the five-finger agenda, they are well accepted. And that is the message we're telling our people from the grassroots.
Thank you very much for that. I think the grassroots, they are ready. They understand. They've been there. They feel the brunt of the good of the policies because they are the ones that really facing the insecurity in the villages and also the issue of agriculture. Now, there's something I also noticed with the governor. He's someone that likes to empower his commissioners. He ensures that you go out there to see what is obtainable out there and then you come back. Because I know some months back, you went to Rwanda, you went to China to go and study how these things are being done. And you came back with some prototypes that has been quite helpful. So I would say, how has that going and coming? What are the things that the Ministry of Cooperative, it's good to hear from your mouth, what are the things that they are doing for Tarabans right now?
Actually, thank you very much. His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, has given us a platform to grow, and he has supported us beyond reasonable doubt. As you can see, not only me, most of my colleagues travel out, and the traveling is not just for relaxation. Sometimes we travel out to see how those countries were able to go out of poverty. I've been to several countries, and I got a lot. Like I went to a city in China, the Nanchang city. It's about 6 hours by train from Beijing to Nanfang city, and so went there for a study tour to check how Chinese were able to go out of poverty. And we discovered that it was agriculture. Agriculture. The Chinese government has a lot of subsidy for agro farmers, and they have improved on how their produce are being sold. The issue of e-commerce is very, very important, where a farmer can sit in his domain and his goods will be marketed and profit will be generated without spending much to move the goods here and there. So these are some of the things we learn from these countries, and we think they will be very important if we can apply it. As for now, as His Excellency is trying to restructure this state, very soon a lot of road access will be, farmers will have road access to their farms, and a lot of warehouses will be built for farmers through different intervention. And after that, the Ministry of Commerce can introduce e-commerce, where farmers within their domains, within their comfort zone, their goods can be sold. And you see, now we can track and know how many produce, how many grains we have in Taraba State. With the introduction of the Taraba SAC, I think it's a step ahead. So our travel outside, we got a lot, we learned a lot, and we have a lot to give Tarabans. Recently, you know, we regroup and we re-strategize on the cooperative organization. We are about to reintroduce the digital cooperatives organization, whereby we can be able to monitor all the cooperatives organizations, because the governor has put more emphasis on the cooperative farmers. As you can see, evidently, of recent tractors has been shared to cooperative farmers.
Yes, yes.
Through the Shorty of Emirates and other chiefs and other chairmen. And so we are restructuring the cooperatives in the sense that it should no longer be that kind of cooperatives where people sit within their households. When they heard that there is a government intervention, they will just go and register and then collect the intervention. No, we want to establish a cooperative that is functioning. We have the Northeast Cooperative stakeholder has joined the ministry to strengthening the cooperative organization so that it can give it a good shape. We should be able to know the number of cooperatives from each zone in Taraba State and their categories. And at that, any intervention that is given through the governments can be monitored, and we'll see to it that it yields results.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's a very good one, and a lot of Tarabans will be looking up to that, and I surely believe that. And recently, I even have this Produce for Lagos initiative, which led to the creating of Taraba Aggregate Company headed by Honorable Zanaume Kasua. It's a very wonderful thing that Taraba will be partnering with Lagos. So I believe that by the time that those things are put on ground, those cooperatives will be able to key into that. It's a very, very good one coming to Taraba. So, well, at this point, we will come into other questions. But right now, I want us to go for a short commercial break so that those of you who want to sip water, I know you're expecting to hear a lot from him. So I want you to relax. We have close to an hour to be with Honorable Abu Phillips here. So we'll go for a short commercial break. And when we come back, we will open the lines. You can send in your questions through our Facebook page of Sun TV, and also the number will be displayed on the screen for you to call in or send your messages so that the Honorable Commissioner can share the good stories, just like I say, Nakefa Zamui.
Magana and
Kefa Zamui. So by the time we come back, we will still talk more about that, what they coined Magana and Kefas. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Kwo chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of a people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin. Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko Chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mayamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of our people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin. Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko Chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mayamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of our people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop.
Welcome back to today's Politics on Some TV, and I remain yours, Abraham Minor Joda. And this evening we'll be having a discussion. We've gone straight to the grassroots to bring out someone who has always been there, who is an example of how you keep doing the right thing, and someone out there who just noticed you. I'm talking about the Honorable Commissioner for Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation, the person of Honorable Abu James Phillips. Welcome, sir. You're still here with us, and I really appreciate it because today we are going straight once again to the grassroots. We are going to what you told people that made them to believe in you. Maybe I may also learn, and one day I'll go back to Karim and tell them that yes, this is what I learned from a grassroots politician. So thank you very much. We already, this is a segment whereby we'll take your calls and also your messages. You can drop your messages on Facebook or Some TV. We'll take those messages and we'll send one or two people and drop some message. We'll take that. And also you can call. The number to call will be displayed on the screen of your TV set. So you can take that call. And please, when you call, you turn down the volume of your TV set and keep it civil keep within the subject matter. So, Honorable, I would like to ask you something. Nowadays, everybody's talking about ADC, shifting political this, that, and there will be a lot of shift in the political situations across the country. What's your view about this? How will all these things affect the strength of, they say PDP, Taraba is the headquarters of PDP in Nigeria. How would that affect politics in Taraba State?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't like to say much about that because I'm not the PDP party chairman of Taraba State, but the only thing I can tell you is that my party is Dr. Abu Kefas, and so much believe in his leadership, and he is leading and following. And whatever direction he took, that is where I take. So the issue of ADC, whatever, I don't have much concern about that. My concern is what did Dr. Kefas want? And the vision, his vision is what we believe in. And that is what we're telling our people at home. And our people believe in his vision. So regardless of whoever that want to come around, people are free to come. But we Tarabans, especially my constituency, my community, my local government, we so much believe in Dr. Kefas because within 2 years, the General Hospital in Bali that was constructed as far back as during Gongola, he came in and he changed it. He restructured it, and the work is almost finishing. The government lodge that was built by Dambaba long ago, it was not in good shape. He demolished it, and the new one has been constructed, almost 90%. And so this kind of leader, how will you not follow him? We, the people of Bali, we don't have any other person to follow. Maybe this vision that he is bearing that makes him change the structure, the face of Bali, that makes him change the infrastructure nature of our local government. I think that is the right vision for us. And so we don't care of whoever that want to come. But our party is Dr. Kefas. Maganan Kefas nang shizamui. Nothing less, nothing more.
Okay, thank you very much. You heard him. He said, for those of you who don't understand Hausa, he said it is what Dr. Abu Kefas says. That is what they do. That the party is Dr. Abu Kefas, because definitely whoever has a good leader will always follow that leader. And the number to call, if you want to call in, 0704-919-8503. You can call us on that number. And for our Facebook, we already have comments coming from Facebook. Someone, Shedrack Seshang Mboli Jr. say, grassroots is the backbone of modern politics. I think we agree with him. It is actually that we also have poverty has been dealt with in Taraba State. The five-finger agenda of His Excellency is working, and Taraba State is moving forward, just like you rightly said. Then SACO, I hope I got this right.
SACO Commissioner.
Okay, SACO Commissioner, Kawai, Magana Kefas, Nan Shizamwi. That is your mantra. I think I've learned a new one today. Magana Kefas, Nan Shizai. So, well, we also say we have, okay, just keep coming with your comments, and we'll take that. No, I cannot say commendable. So someone here say, what you're doing is quite commendable. So now let's go back to the issues that we were discussing. There's a lot of people who believe that Governor Kefas, with the way his vision and everything, that's before 2027, he is going to transform Taraba. One other area I want us to look at, which I know you are very vast in it, is the way he has been able to put together opposition parties and members, stop short of politics. They always work they always work with him. What do you think is the secret of Governor Abu Kefas being in good terms with almost all your opposition? What is the secret to this?
It's very simple. I told you earlier that His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, is a spiritual leader. He understands humanity. Beyond party, you see humanity. And so there's no how I will give you a cup of water and then you curse me. Those people who say the unity government is not good, it's not that. He has done his own part. Guilty will catch up with whoever that would like to betray him. You can't eat on his table and then go back and work against him. It would never be well. So I believe His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, understood that humanity can go a long way. After politics, humanity. Yeah. And so a lot of people were incorporated. And because the hardship, it was not only within the PDP, it was on humanity, right?
Yes.
And so bringing the other party into it, party is just the name, the people were there.
Yes.
He showed them that, look, this government is the governor of Tarabans. So, and even beyond Tarabans, you can see people from outside the state coming in to benefit from the free education policy. And then so when you're talking about opposition, they're also human beings. And I can assure you that by 2027, we will not suffer much to deliver His Excellency. Forget about the politics you see, the noise you see. There are just few enemies of the state who are sitting on the fence, who thought or who has been taking Taraba as business as usual. Now they thought it will be the same thing. They are now seeing a lot of energy being put into the state. A lot of transformation, a lot of policy are being employed, and a lot of changes, physical changes. People are seeing it.
Definitely.
Seeing it. You can't just argue it. I have like 2, 3, 4 to say. The insecurity is dealt with.
Yeah.
Agriculture has been visited. Healthcare system has been visited. Education. And you see, so as long as you are within Taraba State, you will agree with me that there is a positive change. So just few of them who sat on the fence, who are harboring bad omen, they cannot succeed in killing the vision of His Excellency. Okay. He is determined and he's spiritual. He's a spiritual man. He's a spiritual leader. You can see some of these things that the physicality cannot work. When you take it to prayer, it works. So you always see him as a prayer warrior praying for the success of Taraba.
Yes.
So that alone has shaped the way and manner of how people used to look at Taraba as a just where they would just come and pass and go.
Yeah.
Now Taraba State has gotten a master plan.
Yes.
And he said you cannot bring development on no plan.
Yes, yes.
So now that he has the plan of the state, very soon road infrastructure and other things will come to play.
Definitely.
So the issue of bringing opposition, that one I told you, is just his way of helping humanity. And this opposition, they are humans. Definitely. And as long as they have drink from our cup, they cannot pay us with evil. If they try that, it won't work. The people down there will not accept it.
Okay. Well, you said something about the governor, which I think it is very, very instructive. You spoke about the way he believes in loyalty, and he was able to bring people around. There's something that happened that some days back or last week when the governor spoke about the deputy governor, Alhaji Aminu Alkali. He said something which caught the attention of a lot of people. He said, this is not a political matter, it's a human one. And he quoted from the Bible and the Quran, which says Galatians 6:2, he said, bear one another's burden. So you show that someone that loves to bear the burden. He also quoted from Surah Al-Madah 5:32, that whosoever saves a life, it is as though he has saved all mankind. And he also went as far to say, to talk about his training as a military officer, the Esprit de Corps. So that shows that he's not someone that will abandon those who are with him in the middle of a battle or in the middle of... The way he stood by the deputy governor is something that brought up a lot of discussion. And people were like, wow, if you can have a leader that will stand by you in trying times like this, there is a leader that you should work for. So is that, how did it touch you when you heard him standing for the deputy governor and even quoting the Bible, the Quran, and also his training as a soldier to stand behind? So did that inspire you to know that even if you had issues, he will stand by you?
Yeah, actually, I have a different perspective of how I view His Excellency. I have this conviction that I got from the Bible when the Jews were taken to Babylon, and the then king made a statue and asked them to worship it. And then 3 of the Jews refused, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. They said that, oh king, we cannot worship, even if God chooses not to help us, we will not still bow down to you. What I'm saying is that for His Excellency to bring us from nowhere to be here, even today, if we are not there, our loyalty to Him is still stand. Because He has ever done 100% of what we thought we can never even get. So loyalty is not just eye service. No, we are not just loyal because we are in here. Even outside here, we will still be loyal to Him. He has become a father, He has become a godfather. And to stand by Him, and the example you saw, what He did on the issue of the deputy governor, is something that the people of Taraba State are supposed to know, that is beyond politics. Sometimes you look at things beyond politics. So the loyalty of a follower should not just be attached to the benefit he is getting now. The loyalty should go beyond the benefit. Does it mean if I'm no longer a commissioner or no longer follow His Excellency again? No. He has already tied the bone. He has already brought us out of nowhere and make us sit with kings. And then now, even if I'm not here, that legacy continue. Where he go, whatever he do, his policy, we follow it. And we keep on telling the people from the background that, look, this is where to follow. Because you cannot serve two masters in politics. Sometimes people feel like they can be here, they can be there. You can't go far. So our loyalty to His Excellency is a top-notch. It's something that we have taken into our gene. That even we are not commissioner, we will still follow him. Because we do not bribe anybody to be here. We do not consult any witchcrafty or anything to be here. His Excellency single-handedly saw us from where we are sitting and brought us up. So what again do you need in this life? He has done what other people have spent 35 years hoping to be.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you brought me from nowhere, and then you expect me tomorrow I will not be loyal to him? How? That means I'm not normal.
That is quite hilarious there. Well, time is not a friend of anybody. We started this discussion with Magana and Kefa's name. Shizai. And we've been having it for over 53 minutes now. Well, we are rounding up, but I want you to speak to the youth. You know, you represent the youth constituency.
Of course.
Everybody when they talk about youthful politicians, youthful leaders, you will be called, and the youth will listen to you more than they will listen to those who they don't resonate with. So concerning Taraba State and the government of Governor Abu Kefas, what message do you have for the young people everywhere in Taraba?
Yeah, I have a very strong message for the youth of Taraba State. That one, they should know that His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, has broken the barrier that was covering the youth of Taraba, that was hindering the youth to be leaders of tomorrow. He has broke the gene. Youth have access to be leaders. And then, if you really believe in yourself and you are sincere to what you are doing at the grassroots, yes, you will find yourself. Because I'm giving myself as an example. The journey from Bali mission quarters to commissioner is a miracle. And so that is to say that the governor has broken the barrier that was covering. And so youth have access now. A lot of youth are going to benefit, and a lot of youth are already benefiting. If you check the appointment, even the SA, the advisors, if you see about 60% is youth. 60% of those appointments are youth. And so instead of us to now take it as a role model, now that this governor has now understand and has brought the youth to also serve in the capacity where we always see it as if it is only meant for the elders. Now we are there. Instead of us to sit down and say, okay, me too, tomorrow I'll be there. Let me behave constructively, than to engage in cyberbullying, castigating the progress of the administration, not constructively. Just, some people just will be insulting, they will be slandering without having details. And then tomorrow, if your name pop up for any leadership, those things will haunt you.
Yeah, the internet never forgets.
Yeah, the internet never forgets. So I want my fellow youth to believe in themselves. They should believe in the administration of His Excellency, that this administration is youth-friendly. And that youths in Taraba now are now leaders of tomorrow. It's no longer a fairy tale that we used to have, that
now,
and a lot of my age grade, a lot of them die without being the Manyangobe.
Yes.
Because Kefas, His Excellency Governor Kefas, was not there. But now that he's here, I think youth are now realizing that what they say is Uno Manyangobe is true.
Yes.
So I want the youth of Taraba State to embrace love, and then they should be realistic to themselves, and then they should believe in this administration, because the administration holds a lot of goodies for the youth of Taraba State. And to my fellow comrades, it is good that we, time to time, we engage with our own constituent. Let's try to narrow the gap. His Excellency cannot just go down there, because he's up there trying to bring the betterment for Taraba. So we that are part of him, we should be able to go down and then explain to the constituent that, look, this thing you are enjoying, this borehole you got was from His Excellency. That warehouse you see there was from His Excellency. The medical, the hospital there you see renovated and re-equipped was from His Excellency. The fertilizer you saw we shared, the members shared, the commissioners shared, are also from His Excellency. The good road that you are enjoying in your community is also from His Excellency. I think when we engage and begin to tell them this, they will now understand that, okay, and then they should always remember, Maganan Kefas, Shizamui, because Maganan Kefas has yielded results. The five finger of His Excellency has yielded results.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, we can see there on the screen the way the Magana and Kefas did. That is what they are really doing there, and you can see the constituents are happy. This is what our people want. The fact that you can take fertilizers to them. Do you know how many bags of grains that will come out from these young, able young men? So, well, this is the final question, and I want you to be very plain with us because we are looking at you. Where we will see Honorable Abu Phillips in 2027, or maybe in the next elections? Where we will see, are you going to contest, or you will still remain at the grassroots? Because one year, the best way to do Magana and Kefas is for you to also wear a part of the shoe of what you've learned for him and impact it on the people. So are we going to see your posters very soon?
Mr. Presenter, some of your questions are very implicative.
No,
because
Magana and Kefas in the
I will be a very greedy man.
Yeah, okay.
If you see my posters, I will be very greedy. The ones His Excellency has given me, have I finished eating it? I can't have something in my mouth and then I'm trying to damage another one. That would be a damage this thing. I will not be sincere to myself.
Yeah.
I'm not here by myself.
Okay.
I'm here because the governor wants me to be here. And the government has given me assignments in the Ministry of Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation. The poor people of Taraba State are happy with the governor. So how do you want me to abandon it and go for a different thing? I think there are people in that capacity who we believe within the family of PDP will try our best with the youth we have to make sure that they retain their seat. I have a member in Baliwan constituency. I have a senator within that zone. I have a member House of Reps within that zone. I think this should be my concern to make sure that the PDP family, as big as it is, retain its position. Meanwhile, His Excellency Governor Kefas has already given us a platform. The election is not going to be a do or die. He said that I never shed anybody's blood to become the governor. And so you don't expect that. Taraba State is very stable. We are going to have a free and fair election, and I can assure you by 10, 11, 12, 1, we are announcing.
Oh, wow, I like that confidence. I thank you very much, Honorable. You've done justice to today. So I like what you said, and I think that's going to be the takeaway, that you already have something big in your hand that you are working with. Why should you abandon that good job to go and be pursuing what's in the bush? They say burning out is what's in the bush. And I think that is a good lesson for young people coming up. It shows that you are contented with the duties you are given, and you don't want to hold this and hold that. That's a good one. And I think if our politicians can learn to be like that, I think the world will be a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Abu Phillips. Magana and Kefas.
Magana and Kefas na Shizamui.
Shizamui. I think I've learned the new slogan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honorable, for this wonderful time. I know you've gone through a lot today. Let me just take some. Say, good evening, sir. This is a message I'm watching Some TV very well. Please send to me the title. Okay, somebody is asking that, yes, he watches us. And he said he loves this program and he loves what you're doing. That's the message. And we also want to thank everyone that has commented on our Facebook page. Yes, we have some people who have commented. Thank you very much for commenting. Mr. Shedrack, Sheban Gumboli, thank you for commenting. We also have, we have Thaddeus Umba. We also have Kenneth Noah. Everyone that has contributed. We say well done, Olainka Gabriel Muturayo. Thank you, and everybody that has been following up. So as we wrap up tonight's edition, I think we have somebody that just wants to speak to you, or I say, good evening. What's the name and where are you calling from? Hello, good evening.
Yes, it's me. I can hear you.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I am calling from Ogun State.
From Ogun State. Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling from Ogun State.
From Ogun State. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed our commissioner who has been speaking on the 5.
Yes, I'm watching right now. I'm just watching you live and direct from my room.
Okay, I really appreciate that.
Have
you been to Taraba State before?
Your station.
Okay, thank you very much. We really appreciate that, and I think bring your message. You're always welcome to Taraba State whenever you come.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
I watched a film a few days ago on a woman that died on motor accident and was trying to reunite the daughter with the husband. Please send the title of that film for me. Very, very interesting. I want to watch it.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I think I will send the title
that message to you that you were about to read that time.
Okay, that message. Okay, we will get back to you.
I've been watching your movies with my children in Sun TV is our special.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm glad to have the title so that I can watch it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Or you can even show it again.
Okay, I think there is a choice. I will talk to the producer since you've done this far.
Do.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day there in
Ogun
State.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Well, as you can all see, it's because Taraba is a good place and the governor has done well. That is why we can project Taraba to someone from Ogun State and is asking for more. So that is what it is. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner, for this wonderful presentation that you've done here. And you can see from all over Nigeria, you have been watched. And the mantra of the five-finger mantra of Governor Abu Kefas has gone to the whole world. So as we wrap up tonight's edition of Today's Politics on Sun TV, and as truth stands clear, real governance begins and ends with the people. Governor Abu Kefas' five fingers mantra: education, health, security, infrastructure, and economic development is more than a policy framework. It is a lifeline designed to touch every home and every community. And you can see that our conversation with Honorable Abu James Phillips reminds us of that. When loyalty meets capacity, and when grassroots leaders are given the opportunity to serve, development is not a dream, but a reality. From the villages to the cities, the story of Taraba is being rewritten, one community at a time. This is where we close today's edition of Today's Politics with Honorable Abu Phillips. Thank you very much. Keep watching Sun TV. I am Abraham Judah. Good evening.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.